Blue Barn is thrilled to bring you a sneak peek of the resident artists at work on our inaugural Big Damn Door Festival. 3 teams of artists have been creating together since January, developing 3 new plays for the American stage. Each project explores new ways of collaborating and creating community. Each project seeks to advance our progress towards equity, inclusion, and justice. 12 change-making artists, 3 transformative world premieres, and 4 really big damn doors. August 25th through September 4th, only at the Blue Barn Theater. The ReINVENT project is a design-centered exploration of the theater experience itself, an immersive excavation of the past, present, and future. Have a listen to the team creating Tillage, a review of anthropogenic environmental disasters at the gates of the Lost City of Atlantis.
Maybe this says Tillage is a sensory-based experience with sound as the dominant element, which invites the audience to create a performance by exploring layers of civilization
a decaying Epcot center for the apocalypse. So it's like, yeah, I don't know how I'm supposed to say that. It's like Epcot Center. Like we are inviting the audience into an Epcot Center, but instead of like Tomorrowland, it's like Apocalypse Land. Except that the theme park itself is like a little broken and weird.
Exhibit, theme park, installation as performance and experience as opposed to the theater, right? It's like the theater, no, right?
I wrote a multisensory happening which explores the historical and mythological decay of civilization through sound, set design, and whatever one word for audience interaction would be.
I needed to escape, and so we're here, and we may not always be on camera, but we're just...
Oh, we can take this, we can take the
okay.
with us. Yeah.
We're still here.
Still here.
Hello.
Does my video like bug out when I do that?
I haven't noticed it.
Okay.
No, I've never noticed it.
Okay. So first thing, it's got this little guy. I hope it works. So what this is, it's water on top of glass and plastic. And it makes some somatic frequencies that might be of interest. And I'm showing this because I keep thinking about water and the qualities in relation to tillage and also the Atlantis thing.
The Atlantis thing.
The Atlantis rhizome. Kind of see it right
Oh,
there.
shit.
And also where my finger is.
Yep.
But yeah, the low frequencies, there's a bit of water vibration happening.
Wow.
And that might be something cool to incorporate.
So, what is that?
That is a transducer.
Which does what?
It basically turns whatever flat surface is on into a speaker. And we can also use it as a bone conductor, which I think Rachel shared a while back. Water. Show that. So this is a transducer, and when you put it on, it basically turns the entire rest of this wood block into a speaker. So if we wanted to, we could use water, or we could put a bunch of soil, like lightly put the soil on, and that would shake the soil up.
It's pushing sound to the front of the process as opposed to an afterthought, right? So it's like we're using visual and kinetic and material things in support of an exploration of sound, not the other way around, right? So it's like all of the elements are still there.
Yeah,
all of the elements of performance are still there. It's just that sound is the foundation and not the last thing added on.
But yeah, the somatics vibrations are sine waves, so a pure, like up and down, circular thing. And if we had like 5 of those playing at once, all different frequencies, we could kind of create like a chord.
That's
or
really
different
dope.
chords that slowly change and morph and transmutate.
Does it change based on like how much water is in it? So like if you poured more in or like took some out?
Yeah, if it was like filled up like a good inch, that'd be like a good amount to really make it shimmer. And I did the same thing with wine. And wine, I think I told about this last time or a couple
Yes.
tillage things ago. And the wine made it oxidize faster, so it gave like a smell, which I thought was really, really chill.
That's good.
Yeah. What you got?
Okay. How do you turn it up?
That's not so good.
That would be great. It might just be really quiet. Yeah, okay. So archaeology happenings.
Site narrative, plastic 10 pods.
Yeah, plastic dead pods. What is the last one?
The dig quote.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So here's what I need to do. So I need to now in green define the things that we are putting into space. This is the tillage. But yeah, so these are examples of like specific things that we have talked about that are more, and so this is where this scale comes in, right? Is that in this architecturally defined area of the theater seems to be more of a pure sound experience. It is something, it's not about anything. It just is a thing. And that as you move from here to here, this is a scale that the farther over this way that you get, the more narrative it is. So that if the tent pods are arranged in such a fashion that this is pure narrative, right? Like, if we were going to have some kind of vacuum sealed defined, like, the conventional production of the play of Tillage is just one man sitting along with a script in the tent pod reading Plato's allegory about that. Maybe that's a great idea, I don't know, but do you know what I mean? And so, but here it's just like, and it's dark and there's nothing, and you're walking on dirt, and
sorry, I just had this idea of like a typewriter that either one of us is typing on, or we invite the audience to type on.
Yeah.
And then there's just a pile of typed pages that people can read or not.
Yeah, it's Plato writing. What's over here?
Okay. The camera. I got vinyl. I got a DJ table. I got a mixer. This, does it make a sound? Yes. I don't know if you guys can hear that very well, but what I do is I have a contact mic, and if you just touch it, it makes noise. Also, somewhere I have piezos.
I don't know what that is.
Might be somewhere over there. That might be one. It's like a yellow little disc apparatus thing. Might be on the top shelf. But basically with this, if I attach it, it turns things into a instrument of sorts, and then we can...
Yeah, that was what I...
And then amplify movement or soil dropping or etc.
Related to the agricultural landscape, and then like what's its relationship to electronic.
This is the piezo I was telling you about.
Oh yeah.
And we grab it. Yeah. And this, the piezo, is basically the same thing as the transducer over on the skull.
Oh, I hurt your little plant. I'm gonna sleep instead.
If we wanted to get crazy, we could also use Arduino.
Yes, yeah.
And attach it to the plant and have the plant sing for us.
I think that is dope as shit. I think that the voices of the plants, man. The voices of the plants.
Exploring like whether or not there's any truth to the Atlantis.
Yeah.
That's right. Like, oh, there was a flood. Oh, there was a worldwide civilization. Oh, there was a, which is really interesting when you think about like, what is history and how do we actually know? The idea that there are sort of like, oh, they have a name which is escaping me right now, but they're like crypto archaeologists. So they're
yeah. Like the guy on the History Channel who's like, aliens. That guy.
Yeah.
That guy.
And the idea that there are people out there who believe that there was some massive climate event that destroyed a really advanced civilization, and like that event trickled down is how we get these Atlantis myths.
Right.
And that's what, so I'm just sort of thinking, like, this is my way of thinking through, I have to externalize all this, right? And so, who has the same status? And this is why I'm like, and I agree, like, people are confusing, so I'm trying to translate all these people things, because before, in my world, audience is always actors are always the agent, the primary agent
I love that term.
of audience integration.
Yeah.
Here in our world, actors are not. In fact, we're trying to avoid actors being the agent of audience
Yeah, or
integration.
eliminated. And text. And text.
And text.
Yeah, which are
But-
the two things.
right,
Which are the
but
two
we-
basic
Actors are not.
cornerstones of, well, no, not necessarily, because, sorry, I'm not trying to get aggravated. Yes, once actors are gone, that takes away a big part of it, but we still are so very reliant on text, and even when you take them away.
I don't see text. Like, I appreciate that you say that. I just never see text here.
What about speech?
That's what I mean, though. That's
Okay.
what I mean, too. It's like,
So we should start saying speech.
Instead of text.
great, thank
Yeah,
you.
because you say text, but I don't see any text. But, so, like, that's what I'm curious about is, like, what are the agents? For us, what are the agents? And I really appreciate that Alex just brought up that difference between the text. Because I don't see speech, but I do actually see text.
Can you hear it? Does my voice sound away?
Not for
To me,
me,
oh my god.
but it sounds that way to you. What about if I talk through it? Is there anything?
It's something.
It's something.
It's
Oh, I can
something.
hear it now.
It is something,
I
yeah.
can hear you.
Jenny, make it, put yourself here.
Alright.
Can you hear it now? Can you hear that now?
Yeah.
The process of the tillage. No. What is it?
Yeah, no, the process of the tillage.
The process of the tillage is the tillage. The process of the tillage is the tillage. The process of the tillage is, I can't say it with a straight face. It's like this is. It's really something. And you want to know what it's not about anything, it just is something.